Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in fourth quarters when he first got there.
Yo, Green, look what happened when the game got sloppy. Introducing them all.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors, as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. You look at the Cavaliers, they've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
This is the second game of a home and away. The last time they lost on their home court. Now they're playing this team on the road. So they're looking for a little payback here, a little revenge in this next meeting.
It'll definitely allow them an opportunity to save some face if they can pull this one out. But they're already behind the 8 ball after that last loss at home.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Golden State on D, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Here's Thompson. Shot is off. Nice D from Bogut.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his... How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot. That's amazing. From the wing. And James pulls it down.
Still can't quite get anything to fall after 5 tries.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Golden State ball.
In the corner, Rush with it. From the wing. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Brandon Rush.
Here's James. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Let's go. That's short off the rim.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Kyrie Irving. First.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in.
Matthew Dellavedova.
And here's Green outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
It's offline from half court.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, and in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question. It's a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
The Cavaliers leading. Smith. Offensive rebound. And there's the feed to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Smith missing.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Rush's shot is off.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in scoring, 8th in steals, and how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will. Boy, it's just a beautiful thing to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's LeBron. He trains the quick shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Azili can't get it to go. The Cavaliers shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Mozgov's shot is off.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Another miss by Mozgov.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And the Warriors with some changes. Barbosa comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And Cleveland also making a change. Jefferson's checked in. Shot's good by Iguodala.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Warriors leading by 3. Nobody near Barnes. That one ball coming off Iguodala's feed. Barnes has got his first points of the night. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And it's Dellavedova missing. Golden State's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. The offensive rebound.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Got a piece of it. The Warriors pull it in. Iguodala's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barnes kicks to Azili. It's stolen by Jefferson. Fires the 3. Cannot hit.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good...
And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead, leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And a chance to hear from
Let's take them back.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson down low with Mozgov. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Here's Irving, and it's sent back by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Livingston. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Iguodala. It's another look. The shot no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
You know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Green, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Cleveland also making a change. James checked in for Mozgov. And Thompson sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. Second, the Warriors.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And that one's good. Barnes. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with tiny putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented, much-better kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. Rush, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. Second in fewest turnovers per game, third in opponent offense, and they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And you gotta love how well they safeguard their offensive possessions. You see the ranking, second fewest turnovers committed, terrific ball handling, and smart passing.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Golden State moving it around. Trains the 19-footer. Rush has got his second bucket. The Cavaliers trail by 6. The 3 from LeBron. Out to Smith. It's stolen by Green. Here's Rush. Cannot hit. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Thompson. From deep. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Curry outside. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning celebrates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.